Greetings, citizens. This is Lieutenant Commander Mr. Everything coming at you with an important announcement from the UEE Navy. The 1st Naval Aerospace Squadron, the Lions, is recruiting. Be a part of something great. Join now. We are looking for new and veteran players. The 1st Naval Aerospace Squadron is a UEE Navy carrier-based squadron. If you're looking for a disciplined, well-trained unit, join now. Not only do we want combat professions, but we need first-person marine experts, merchants, miners, salvage. All professions are welcome in the 1st Naval Aerospace Squadron. Our mission is to protect the UEE and its citizens. Join the 1st Naval Aerospace Squadron. Expected missions would be anti-piracy, anti-smuggling, fleet protection, search and rescue, convoy escort, bounty hunting, exploration, mining, salvage, asset protection, cargo hauls, to name a few. Join now and see the galaxy. We have an organization page on the RSI website, as well as the forums in Spectrum, and we have our very own Discord. Role-playing is encouraged, but not mandatory. The galaxy awaits. Join now. Whether you're casual or competitive, we're looking for committed players. We're based on a World War II U.S. Navy Air Squadron theme. Our focus are carrier-based craft, with our primary being the Sabre. But all ships are needed and wanted in the squadron. We would like to have a wide variety of ships to allow all kinds of gameplay. Visit now your local Navy recruiter and join the 1st Naval Aerospace Squadron. The squadron is growing. Visit our recruiter at robertspaceindustriescom/orgs/1NAS to become a member of something great.
Alright, hello again, everybody. This is Derek. I'm coming back at you with some Star Citizen. It's going to be just a moment while we get everything set up and ready to go and let people tune in. You know, this is kind of a spur of the moment kind of thing. Actually, a couple hours ago, I made an announcement on my Pendragon game that I was going to stream some Star Citizen tonight. And for the last hour or so, I tested whether or not I could successfully complete some of these missions, because over the last couple of days I have not been able to complete any of the missions. But tonight, actually, I completed 2 out of 3 missions. So so we'll see. Let's see if that trend continues. Okay, let's check. I wanted to check my journal so I could see where we sit with Crusader. Okay, we're right there. We're at 195. I'm going to take another mission. 195? Okay, so it's 5 short of 200. So I'm still going to need to take another 116. And I think the mission that I run is 80. Maybe it's 45. Either way, I'm gonna have to do 2 or 3 missions to get to this category. And I'm trying to get to this category so that I can get the skin for the Zeus that I'm flying. You can see that I just barely reached that with the Microtech. So I actually have placed the Microtech. I don't know, you can't see. Oh, you can. Okay. Yeah, I've placed the Microtech skin on my Zeus. And you can see the little Microtech logo up there by the cockpit. And I guess on the gray section, you can see where it says Microtech. I like this in the snow. It's very hard to see. That light blue is not. It's very subtle, so it's actually really good snow camouflage, believe it or not. But I want the Crusader one because it's pretty much the same paint scheme, but instead of baby blue, it's more of a royal blue or a navy blue, and so that's what I'm trying to go for. All right, so let's look at the contracts. Let's look at the offers, and we're working with Crusader right now, and I'm doing a lot of these medium shipments. 1, 2, 3, 48. Okay, so I'm doing under 50 for each one. Now, I was also noticing that there are small shipments, right? Which you're only taking 8, right? But you're getting paid almost the same amount, 53 to 58. This is very lucrative, very fast, and but the issue is you're not getting in enough tonnage to make any progress along the line. Man, one of my ears has got a serious itch. It's like the 10th time I've itched it. Okay, now there's other missions like mining, goods recovery. This is like you go out there and you jump in the ship and fly off with it or something. I don't know, but this doesn't have a whole lot. It just says the goods need track down outlaws. See, there's only 5 cargo boxes of 1 SCU. I don't know about all that. So let's find that medium. There it is. This is the one I've been doing. Let's accept that offer. And let's get going. I just refueled and did some repairing. There was an issue that I had previously. That's why I didn't stream yesterday, any Star Citizen.
I'm so happy I saw your name pop up as the contracts for this. I think you're going to do a great job.
I would go to these landing zones and there would be ships in my way. You know, nobody around, just ships, somebody abandoned. And that makes me mad that you don't have any consideration for the next guy, you know. So what I did was, on one of them, I tried pushing it off the pad with my ship, and I was very successful. If you go nice and slow and just gentle pushing, there's no damage to your ship, and you do get them pushed off the pad. If you slam into them, then you cause damage to yourself. And so I was doing that. And so while I was doing this on another ship, I was pushing it off the pad ever so slowly. Another ship flies in and lands right where I'm trying to clear. You know, basically taking my spot, cutting the line, if you will. And I said, "No, you don't. You don't take my, you don't." And I got really super frustrated to the point where I just slammed my ship into their ship. Because, I don't know, it was like, at that point, I was fighting for my position. So I just beat them up with my ship. What did I get? I got a crime stat. It wasn't big, it was only a 1, but it cost me like 2,000 credits, which is a drop in the bucket. But I did do that. And then there was another time something similar happened. The guy parked on the other side of the landing pad, where you should, because there's 2 elevators on a lot of these pads. And so he parked on one, I parked on another, and then he just runs over to my pad, my elevator, and starts operating the elevator, pulling his cargo up on my elevator. Which he failed to do because my elevator was broken anyway. So, but it was just, I can't believe that there are some people out there that are just rude as hell. They can't wait their turn, you know? There are other people that will help you without you wanting them to help you. Okay, what's going on here? There's a ton of ships all on that one landing pad. I think I'm going to be dropping this mission and taking another one. We'll get closer. We'll see if there's any room for me. Oh, okay. That's the lights of the... Okay, there's a whole pad there that's empty. Let's see what we can do here. I've been having more success with the pads that have 2 elevators on them. I don't know why. I just noticed that I've had more success with that. I filed a... I didn't actually do any filing, I should say. I went to the Issue Council, which, if you're not familiar with Star Citizen, the Issue Council is on their internal forum, which is called, they call their forum Spectrum. I'm on the Spectrum, you know, it's not a good thing, actually. I mean, it's not a bad thing, it's actually a good thing. But I went to Spectrum, the Issue Council, and to report these elevators not working. And there was already people reporting elevators not working. Of course, you know, because it's pretty nasty business. So what I did was I just contributed my 2 cents to their elevator problems. Basically, just so you know, they don't even count an issue until 10 people have that issue. So you can report the worst bug in the world. It could be happening to everybody. But if only 9 people report the bug, it doesn't go to the top of the list. Okay, cross our fingers, gentlemen. Here we go. Let's see. Yes. No, what is this doing there? Get your ass back over there. This is a good sign. This is a good sign. This is a good sign. So I found a guy that was reporting that his that his cargo elevators wasn't working, and he described exactly what was happening to me. And so I said, this is happening to me as well. And then once I reported that, once I contributed, one of the other people dropped a comment in there saying, you know that this is not a real legitimate report because there's already one reporting this. You're duplicating the bug report, which is true. Oh, is that other one not a full size? Okay, that other one might not be a full size. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, it's not. There we go. Just get it out of the way. And I've also noticed that this Microtech helmet does not have a crosshair. So I don't know when my tractor is pointing at anything. I have to kind of just wiggle it around. I gotta wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. See, like right now I have no crosshair. But I'm okay. I shoot the beam and then I can kind of see where it's pointing and then move it onto one of these cargo boxes. Now you'll notice I'm not using my loader. The loader has a problem. There's a couple of problems. I can't get it to load very accurately inside my ship. It basically, I don't have fine control like I do with a hand tractor. It's a lot faster. Like when you grab a box, it'll pull it to you like instantaneously, and then you just point to where you want it to drop and it will send it to that spot. But part of the problem is, wait, what? Okay. Part of the problem is it doesn't work around other boxes, or it doesn't lift up when you need it to lift up. Okay, that doesn't want to go up there. Mainly it's probably because this is slanted roof there. So basically there's pros and cons when it comes to the cargo loader. What I'm trying to get at. But when the cargo is this small, I can just use my hand tractor and I should be okay. There it is. We are good to go. Yeah, when I said I refueled quantum, I refueled hydrogen, I refueled my hydration, I refueled my nutrition, I did repairs on the ship, I paid for my crime stat fines. Basically, I just went through and did all that, you know?
Takeoff complete. Shields off. Landing gear raised.
The Crusader looks pretty awesome from a distance. It looks like, you know, your typical gas giant. When you get closer, it doesn't look that good. In my opinion.
Auto drive is now on. Auto drive is now off. Auto drive is now off. Auto drive is now on. Auto drive is now off.
Now, on this whole Crusader adventure, I've been deciding to drop it off on, because I'm not using my Carrack, I'm only using my Zeus. I've decided I'm going to just go ahead and drop everything off on the Seraphim station.
Shields on.
Tungsten. Why is it showing tungsten? Did somebody drop some tungsten out there on the... What the hell? It looks like there's stuff in my hangar. Like a wrecked ship or something. Having a hard time with this third party. All right, that should be good. We're gonna move that out of the way so that I can see what I'm doing. Yeah, I had a pretty bad cough earlier. I got some cough drops on my desktop here. So if I start coughing, I'm gonna like swallow a bag of cough drops. Now, this is a good opportunity to use a walker, but I don't have a walker around here. You know, and I bottled myself in. That was a good toss. Like I've always preached, unloading is going to be way easier than loading. Now normally I would like put these guys 2 or 3 tall and I wouldn't worry about it, but I've been told that it doesn't want me to stack them. It doesn't count them properly if you stack them. So I don't plan to stack them. I'm just taking them off right now. I'm getting them closer, and we'll rearrange once I get onto the pad. Whoa! Did I just pick up my walker? Really? Where'd it go? Okay, I got problems now. I thought it would be up there. I gotta get over here. You silly Atlas. Well, it's good to know that I can carry my Atlas with my tractor beam. What? No. What the hell is going on? Hold backspace and I'll respawn in New Babbage. And I can't invite people here. Okay, Sarah from Clinic rescued me. Oh my gosh, what the... Now I hope my ship and I hope my cargo and everything is still in the hangar. It says deliver shipment, so that's a good sign. There's all my cargo. Mission just appeared. So I hit myself over the head with... Wait a second. I just woke up a second time. Where am I now? So I hit myself over the head with the forklift. Knocked me out, and the medics had to come get me. That is crazy. Hopefully, I still have access to my hangar. Elevator called. Okay. It's coming. There we go. I have a hangar. Okay. All right. We're making some kind of progress. I hope my ship, my walker, I hope my cargo. Well, the walker's there. There's no cargo. And now it says collect shipment. What the heck? At least I got my walker. I found a I found a cargo freight elevator that worked. And then another thing happens. And I am just jinxed.
Welcome.
I
to the
wonder if
ASOP
it says
vehicle retrieval
claim.
system.
Nope, it says retrieve, okay.
Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location. Please visit us again.
I don't think it's going to have all my cargo in it. It might have, if it has any of the cargo, I'm going to take it out and I'll submit a partial payment. Otherwise, I guess we'll just have to go back and collect again. Which I'm okay with doing. I'm okay. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to... Oh, I got partial cargo, okay. It's very weird. All the cargo that was in my hangar just disappeared. And I got no credit for it. But the cargo that was still in my ship is, oh, this won't access cargo from inside my ship. Damn it. Right? See, it doesn't access stuff on the inside. Okay, we're just going to leave you there. Making crazy noises. What is this noise it's making? Okay.
Welcome to Robert Space Industries. Enjoy the ride. System check.
Oh, destruct. Hey, there's my tractor beam. Oh, man. So, my ship had a little glitch going on with everything. Let's file a claim. Now I could pull a smaller ship out and take one of these small cargo while we wait for this ship
Welcome
to come
to the
back.
ASOP vehicle retrieval system. Your insurance
But
claim
I
has
think
been
I'm gonna
sent.
pay the expedited fee. I think the expedited fee is $2,000 or something like that. 4,800. It'll reduce it from 10 minutes to 2 minutes.
Thank
Let's
you.
go ahead and do that.
Please visit us again. Goodbye.
It's all good. It's all good. I don't think I have anything on this station. Oh, maybe I do. Oh, I got that. That was because of the medical thing that it just happened to me. So when this ship, let's go ahead and, well, I can't store it. It's destroyed. I could pull another
Welcome
ship
to
up.
the ASOP vehicle retrieval
I
system.
was thinking the Pisces, right? Because it can carry a very small amount of cargo. And then go run over and do a real quick mission, and then come back and my ship will be ready to go. But I decided against it. Let's not worry about it.
Please visit us again. Goodbye.
We'll just call my Zeus back up once it regenerates. Yeah, if you guys have any questions, if you're watching, I see people coming and going. If you have any questions about Star Citizen,
Welcome
what's
to the
going
ASOP
on the
vehicle retrieval
screen, or
system.
just let me know. I'll be 30 seconds, okay. I will be
Please visit us
glad to
again.
talk with you and answer
Goodbye.
questions. Oh, speaking of which, I spoke with Grok this morning. Grok meaning the chat bot for X. And Grok I basically was talking about different games and how it could help me manage my game or whatever. And I was talking about voice attack with Star Citizen, because Star Citizen has this program. There's a program out there called Voice Attack, and if you have that installed, you can use your voice to input keyboard commands into the game. And I was wondering if I could talk to Grok and then have it input these commands for me, kind of like the way Voice Attack does.
Welcome.
And
to the
it said
vehicle
no, it
retrieval
can't do that.
system.
But it did say that it could.
Your vehicle has been delivered to. Please visit us again. Goodbye.
That it can do a lot of other things, like it can engage my audience as I stream, answer questions about my game, my stream, the game I'm playing, the world around me, stuff like that. It can chat with the community, but it can also chat with me, so I could ask it like, what's the what's the quickest way to get to Pyro Station or whatever, and it could tell me.
Welcome to the ASOC
It
vehicle
can't
retrieval
plot the
system.
course for me,
Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location.
but it can talk to me.
Goodbye.
It could talk to me about Star Citizen. It can talk about the lore and engage me in conversation about how I'm doing and what my plans for the day is going to be in the game and stuff like that. Which I'm really, because I'm planning on implementing Grok into my Skyrim playthrough next month, not August, but September. And once I do that, then I might also incorporate Grok into a Star Citizen chatbot. Grok calls it a virtual co-pilot. And whoa, wait, what am I doing? I'm gonna get my head crushed. And it said that it can role play as if it was my ship, like my ship AI. And it can portray like a military UEE Navy type computer, or it could simulate a snarky pirate, whatever I wanted it to do. And I was thinking that's really cool because I want my ship to be more alive, maybe a little bit of AI involved in my ship. I think that would be fun. And I think because I'm personally role-playing like a UEE Navy pilot, I think a UEE Navy computer would be pretty cool. And I think I would give it guidance in that. And I paid for all those repairs and everything, and then I just went ahead and turned around and blew my ship up. I would tweak it a little bit so that it wasn't, just I am a UEE ship computer. No, it's gonna have like, hey man, I'm the UEE computer. And I did ask it, can it change its voice? And the answer is no. So there are programs out there that will take its input and then change the voice output so it'll sound like something else, but it doesn't have the capability to do that. I thought it would. At least two or three different voice options. And I've found that whenever I claim a ship, and I've done it a couple of times since I've added this keybind, whenever I claim a ship, it reverts my keybind to not on, and I have to turn it on. What I'm talking about is the gravity compensation. Oh, there you are. Why is it letting me shoot? This should be a armistice zone. Right? I'm in an armistice zone. And that should be a moon out there.
Shields are off.
Oh yeah, and the
Gear raised.
it sets up the basic HUDs as well. Thank you for reminding myself. Now we got the advanced HUD on.
Quantum drive is now off. Quantum drive is now off. Quantum drive is now on.
Alright. So we should, in the next few months, if everything works out the way I hope, we should start getting more interaction by my ship's computer in the chat, and we should also get NPCs in Skyrim
Quantum drive is now
to have AI personalities. All these are going to be fun. Well, I'll have to check it out. If I don't like it, I can always just turn it off. You know what I mean? It's going to be an experiment.
shields are on.
Now, why would someone park right there in the middle? Huh?
Landing gear deployed.
They didn't stay long. I'm not sure which one of these is a better option. I don't think it's that one. Why? Because that Ursa is parked too close. Why do people do that? Whoa, 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 what the hell? That Ursa looks like it's bumped right up against the building. And I've heard if there's any kind of distractions, anything within its little hitbox area, it counts that as being on the elevator, causing it not to open because it's too much weight. That's what I've heard. There's one bottle. You know what? Hopefully my cargo will appear after I lower the elevator. Or does it assume that I've already brought this cargo? Oh, I've already picked it up. I needed to get a new contract. I wonder if this is the exact same spot I was at just a minute ago, because there was a... I guess it would be... I guess it would be. Because it's the same contract. Well, fudge. Watch this. You notice how I submitted and not abandoned? I gotta wait for them to acknowledge it.
Crusader here. Just wanted to thank you for completing that job. Your contribution goes beyond just cargo. Thank you for being.
If I get another mission, are you gonna give it to me right here? Please do. I know he's not, though. He's gonna give it to me halfway across the galaxy. Yep. But you never know, that elevator might be working as well. I am very pleased with the FPS though. You've noticed that there's not been any like real hitches or yank or anything. It's been very nice. I complained about FPS a couple of days ago, and then all of a sudden everything started working. All I had to do is like express my concerns to the open air.
Shields off.
I raised my... No, I didn't. I'm gonna say I raised my gear, but no.
Landing gear raised.
I only plan to be on... Oh, okay. Hold on, it's only 1 o'clock. That's good. I'm gonna be on here a little while longer. Because I've got Skyrim scheduled at 3. At 3, so that's 2 hours from now.
Quantum drive is now on. Quantum drive is now off. Quantum drive is now on.
Again, you guys can ask questions if you want. If you have, just to keep me company, or if you have legit questions, like you want to know, like, what the moon is, what kind of ship I'm flying, or what the mission is, the quest. Okay, I'm looking for the yellow, and it's hard to see yellow against this white. Wait, there it is. Right there. Whoops, I jerked it. That's what she said. It's probably going to be the dark side of the moon.
Drive is now on.
Now, this is a moon. This is one of the first moons that were introduced into Star Citizen. There is an asteroid belt ring around this moon. You can see it right there. It's actually full of asteroids. And you can fly through the asteroid belt. And you can actually uncover some Easter eggs. There are some of these asteroids have music playing on them. There's some of them have like these comm towers, and there's music playing. And if you're able to listen and follow the music, it'll actually take you to a asteroid that has a bunch of vending machines piled on it, and they're on there in kind of a big circle like a big Stonehenge. And the company that made those vending machines sell Big Benny's, which Big Benny is like a noodle company. And so that asteroid was called or nicknamed Benny Henge. Okay, I don't see. Okay, I do see a landing pad. I was like, do I even see a landing pad? When you got tons of ships upside down, broken, landed. I think I've been here before. And I think this elevator is broken. Because I've seen a Zeus. I've seen other ships hovering, just sitting above. And yeah, there was a Zeus with its doors open. But it might reset over time. I'm coping right now. But this would have been hours and hours and hours ago. You would have think that the server would delete the ships if nobody's been in them. Reset the elevator if nobody uses it. Crap. See, that's the problem. And that's why all these other ships are having issues, or people just gave up and they quit or whatever. There should be a script in the game that if you're not at a landing zone, or if you're not landed properly when the player logs out, there should be like a 30-minute opportunity for them to log back in. And if they don't log back in, that ship should be deleted, or at least moved back to his hangar or something. Basically clean up the servers, because I bet you the server has like 20 or more ships that just sit around, nobody's on them. Player's not even logged in. Okay. Well, we tried. So what does that mean? Well, that means I'm going to go to a contract, I'm going to abandon it, and they're going to complain to me about it.
Just received a ping that you were pulling out of the contract. I don't really know. Hey, it's okay. We'll figure out something.
Wait. No, wrong one. I was noticing this 100, and I'm like, no, that's not right. If I had my character, it would be right, but...
Takeoff complete.
Excited to see you doing another contract for us. Crusader appreciates your hard work on this.
Shields are off. Landing gear raised. Quantum drive is now on. Quantum drive is now off.
I've had good luck on Selen and Daymar. Not so much on Yella.
Quantum drive is now on. Quantum drive is now off. Quantum drive is now on. Quantum drive is now off. Quantum drive is now on.
I don't know why I didn't get a full jump the last time. Because it's Star Citizen, I'm sure.
Quantum drive is now off.
Yeah, now this is the dark side of the moon.
Shields are on.
looking for... Okay, that ship is... That ship is on one right there. Is that the only landing pad here? Another ship parked out. See, there's like 3 ships, 4 ships, 5 ships, 6 ships. One's upside down. Another ship that's not even a cargo ship right there. You see any activity at all? Oh.
Landing gear deployed.
Guy's gonna try to cut in. Oh, okay, he's doing my dirty work for me. Now he just made it so that I can't park. Not gonna shoot at him. He just got a serious crime stat, apparently. I don't think I've got enough room to squeeze in there. I might. Zoop. Nope. I keep wanting to go down, but then I pull a negative. Like a glove. Oh my God. fully anticipating this elevator not working. But if it does, that'll be awesome. Everything is awesome. Okay, there's my cargo. -4 degrees centigrade. You know that's gonna be cold out. Now here's the button. Right here when I press this. Crap. ChatGPT told me today that if your elevator doesn't work, put it up and down 2 or 3 times and then fly away 5 kilometers, come back, and everything should be reset. And I tried that a bunch of times and that did not work. I don't know where it got that information from. Because I was basically just trying to say, is there any workaround? Is there something I need to do? And it gave me some suggestions that seemed like they would be, you know, legitimate possibilities. If I do one more of these missions and it doesn't work,
Take off.
I think we're going to be playing some Skyrim earlier than later. Okay. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to fly away. I'm going to land, and then I'm going to jump servers. I have to fly away because I can't bed log while in a landing zone, and the landing zone is a good 5 to 10 kilometer circle around this thing. I think we are considered out of it right now. Let's land right over there. Come on.
System off.
Let's see if it says you can't log out here. Whoa, look at the graph. That's not right. The graphics on that was the wrong resolution. Okay. Coming back in, we're not going to be on USA. I'm going to hit my other go-to, which is Australia. Welcome to stream, guys. If you're new to the stream, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. We are trying to do some of this resource drive cargo hauling, running into some broken elevators, like you would expect, because that's kind of an epidemic right now. I have been able to hit some elevators. You missed it earlier when I knocked myself in the head with a forklift. Okay, we are landed and we don't have a quest anymore because switch servers. So everything should be up our fresh prints and all that. Let's juice it up.
Welcome to Rocket Space Industries. Enjoy the ride.
What's going on?
Welcome to Rocket Space Industries. Enjoy the ride. System check.
Crusader. Is this a good sign? It takes forever to load, or is that a bad sign? It might be good. Might be a good sign.
Takeoff complete. Shields off.
This is Denver at Crusader. Thank you so much for taking on this responsibility. We appreciate your hard work.
You're very welcome, my man. Now, is my destination on the other side of the moon? It's kilometers, so I might be able to get there. It's the same moon, that's good.
Quantum drive is now on.
Not megameters, it was kilometers. And it's on the daylight side, that's also a good thing. Because we don't have night vision in the future.
Quantum drive is now off.
Or the ability to change our HUD colors.
Shields off.
Ships everywhere is not a good sign, but it also wrecked ships all over the place is not a good sign either. See now, whoever put that ship there is just an asshole. Wait, I thought there was a ship here. Did they collect cargo and leave? Or did it despawn? With all the issues, with all these ships just all over the place, and not despawning, like any MMO would do. I was watching a live stream, which I do. I watch a lot of live streams, like you probably do. There's one from this YouTuber. His name is Salty Mike. And he had a take today. Sometimes he has some good takes. Sometimes he has some bad takes. You know, like we all do. But I have a feeling that he hasn't played a lot of MMOs. I think he's played Ultima, and I think he's played Star Citizen, and I think that's all he's ever played. Because he constantly makes comments about how there's problems with this MMO. Oh wait, I take it back. He's played EVE Online. He's recently started playing EVE Online. But he's made comments about how this game doesn't do things like other MMOs. And I'm like, yes, it does. I think I've played somewhere in the neighborhood of probably about 40 different MMOs. Here's the moment of truth. Crap. Yeah, I've played a lot of MMOs. Okay, now what's going on there? There's a ship here that the game hasn't identified that some of this stuff has gravity on it. Also crap. But my point is, he made a comment about how if he leaves a box somewhere, because he's talking about persistence. Hey, that ship moved. He said something about persistence, and how when you leave a box somewhere and you log out, you should be able to log back in a week later and have your box sitting there. And I'm thinking to myself, no, you shouldn't. There's no MMO out there that lets you do that. Not just that, it's bad for the game for that to happen. Because, you know, everything's physicalized, right? So you've got all these boxes and ships and, like, vehicles that are out there. You got, you know, hangars full of ships. people would fly their ships out and land them, and then log out, expecting their ship to be there. That would put so much strain on the servers. And then you got water bottles and candy wrappers and weapons and armor pieces laying all over the place. You have all the medical gowns. And if it would just thinking about taking that, but I'm not. I'm gonna leave for the next guy. I got one parked right over there. Now, I can see some passive persistence, like I have a cargo box of iron, and well, his specific example was if I have a box and I leave it at a refinery, the next time I go to that refinery, that box should be there in the corner, you know, where you dropped it. And I'm thinking to myself, no, it shouldn't. Because you get all these players, thousands of players, putting stuff all over the worlds, and the server's got to keep track of where all that is. And then if you never come back and pick it up, that box is just always going to be there. No, that doesn't. It's just going to clutter the system with too many entities. So, and he said it should stay there forever. He should log out and come back a week later and have it sitting there waiting for you. I'm like, no. That's why you've got like lockers. You can put stuff in your locker, in your storage, and then it'll stay there. But not just stuff on the ground. No. The game needs to be... I think the game doesn't clean up enough. I think it should clean up more. I think it should be more aggressive when it cleans up stuff. It leaves water bottles and cans and dead bodies laying all over the place. And on these landing zones, wow, my stream is choppy, but my game's not. My game is running really smooth. I'm glancing over at OBS, and it's struggling. But my game is going smooth as hell. I don't think it's aggressive enough. I think it should, you know, if you've got a wrecked ship, it should clean that up within 30 minutes. You should have a clean area. It shouldn't stay there. Now, if it's something that you can recover, like maybe a weapon or something, then give it a longer lifespan, right? But just art, just junk, like when you just blow up your ship, you know, not counting all, if nothing on that ship can be recovered, then 2-3 minutes later it should just disappear. Or or maybe it should disappear as soon as there's no eyes on it. So if there's no player in the area looking at it, it should disappear. If there is a player and he turns his back on it, it should disappear. It should not pop out of existence in your sight, but like you spin around, it should be gone. Now, like if it's a gun or something, yeah, leave it there for an hour or two. Give the person who blew you up an opportunity to pick that gun up and steal it or use it, or allow you to return after you respawn to pick up, your spare parts or whatever. That's perfectly fine. But like on these landing zones, where all these broken elevators are at, what do you see? You see like 10 ships in various states of repair, broken, nobody even there. I land, nobody else is even in the area, and the ships are just sitting there. And like I was in a landing spot just maybe half an hour ago, there was a ship hovering with nobody on board. Yeah, okay, it should stay there for a couple of minutes, but as soon as nobody's around, it should be cleaned up by the server. I think that is one of many problems. There's a lot of problems that Star Citizen has, but I think that's one of the big problems, is that they don't have an efficient cleanup. And even if it's maybe not a 10-minute, maybe they need to have a cycle, like a program that goes through the server every couple hours, and it identifies like a ship. It looks at a ship and it says, the ship has been here for an hour, nobody's touched it or looked at it. Delete. That's exactly what it should do. That would improve FPS for everyone, and it will clean up having to render and keep that ship in the memory buffers. Well, guys, I had some initial success with my got a few tons loaded, a couple of loads, three loads. I need about 3 more to put me at the 377, which is where the next skin is, and that's what I'm looking for. The Crusader dark blue skin for the ship. I have the Microtech one already. Now, am I finished with Microtech? No. I also learned that the Microtech helmet that you get, the Strata helmet, does not have a crosshair. So when I was using the tractor, I had to move the tracker around until it hit something. So that's definitely a no-go. I'm gonna have to put that away and put one of my Morozov helmets on, because I think they look better anyway. I don't like having that big open glass green face. It just doesn't look right. And the boxy shape of the armor, I was only wearing it because I just earned it. It's just styling. But in an average everyday playthrough, I would never wear that armor. That would just, what I'm hoping for is mannequins. That's something that Star Citizen needs, is mannequins. You can have, and you don't have to have a bunch, but you could give everybody, like, based on the size of their hangar, a number of mannequins. Maybe a large hangar gets 10 mannequins. I'm just saying that. I'm just pulling it out of my butt. And then you can pull those up, set them up in various places, and you can put armor on those mannequins, just so that when your friends are around, you could say, "Hey, take a look at this. I got this when I went and fought the Balakar worm, during the event," or I got this strata armor because I did the resource drive. I fought through all the bugs, or something. I think mannequins would be, because they pretty much have mannequins already in the game. They're just in the shops. They should give players mannequins that they could put their armor on. As just a thought. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, guys. It is 1:40 a.m. We've been playing it for about an hour and a half, which is not a whole long time. But when I start to run into roadblocks like I am, I get frustrated. And when I get frustrated, I stop enjoying myself. Even though I love Star Citizen, and I normally have a great time playing Star Citizen, I'm in a mindset where I'm trying to get this cargo loaded, and the game is stopping me from doing it. And when the game is stopping me, then I start to go, and when that happens, it's better to walk away. It's better to step away. Maybe they'll patch it. Maybe they'll get these elevators working. Maybe they won't. But at least I won't be sitting there fuming, right? All right, so give me about 15 minutes or so, maybe a little less, and I'll be back with some Skyrim, and we'll go do some questing. I think what we're going to be doing tonight is working on Serana's vampire quest. So if you're interested in a fantasy RPG, come back. That's what I'm going to do. All right, you guys take care.
Greetings, citizens. This is Lieutenant Commander Mr. Everything, coming at you with an important announcement from the UEE Navy. The 1st Naval Aerospace Squadron, the Lions, is recruiting. Be a part of something great. Join now. We are looking for new and veteran players. The 1st Naval Aerospace Squadron is a UEE Navy carrier-based squadron. If you're looking for a disciplined, well-trained unit, join now. Not only do we want combat professions, but we need first-person marine experts, merchants, miners, salvage. All professions are welcome in the 1st Naval Aerospace Squadron. Our mission is to protect the UEE and its citizens. Join the 1st Naval Aerospace Squadron. Expected missions would be anti-piracy, anti-smuggling, fleet protection, search and rescue, convoy escort, bounty hunting, exploration, mining, salvage, asset protection, cargo hauls, to name a few. Join now and see the galaxy. We have an organization page on the RSI website, as well as the forums in Spectrum, and we have our very own Discord. Role-playing is encouraged, but not mandatory. The galaxy awaits. Join now. Whether you're casual or competitive, we're looking for committed players. We're based on a World War II U.S. Navy Air Squadron theme. Our focus are carrier-based craft, with our primary being the Saber. But all ships are needed and wanted in the squadron. We would like to have a wide variety of ships to allow all kinds of gameplay. Visit now your local Navy recruiter and join the 1st Naval Aerospace Squadron. The squadron is growing. Visit our recruiter at robertspaceindustries.com/orgs/1NAS to become a member of something great.